Hello, so the next person that we see, as far as I can tell, is the Baroness. This is the Baroness attack on the G.I. Joe pit, even though when we first see her is when she's part of the desert ambush and she's trying to get the nanomite thing back. So it's kind of, I don't know, a little different. I don't know what you guys think, but it's kind of odd that they called this Baroness Attack on the G.I. Joe Pit. But we'll go ahead and look at the back, and maybe her file card will explain it to me why they chose to call her that on this figure. As dangerous as she is beautiful, Baroness is a master spy for Cobra and powerful, high-ranking figure at Mars Industries. She carries out her plans with icy efficiency, but her cold, cruel personality hides a painful secret from her past. So right there, great, I guess, because they're not giving away any spoilers of the movie, but it doesn't really explain to me why she has the accessories that she has, and they call it Attack on the G.I. Joe Pit. So if you guys see any reason why they would probably do that, besides the fact that, of course, it's just a toy, because this, in my opinion, they could have just called it the Desert Ambush Baroness, and it still would have made sense. It's cool that she comes with the little briefcase that has, I believe, because it's been a while since I've looked at this, yeah, so you could put 4 nanomites in there. I'm not sure if there's really 4 of them in the movie, but I'm sure there are. She comes with this little nanomite missile that we know by now what it is. And of course that goes in there. So this makes sense that she comes with this, though, because whether this is Attack on the Pit or Desert Ambush, she does end up with this case both times, I believe. I can't really remember, but I think she gets out of the pit with the nanomites, because otherwise they wouldn't be able to do what happens later. But so anyway, so yeah, I believe both times she ends up with the briefcase. Looks pretty dang close to what it looks like in the movie. Then again, why she could have been Desert Ambush is she's got her little string escaping platform thing that everyone talks about how she does not fit on it, but they do sure give you a lot of string. Some people sometimes make comments about some toy companies don't always give us that much string for our figures, but as you can see, I am still unwrapping it, and I believe I've got to the end. So it looks like, to me, almost a good 2 feet worth of string that we get. So even though we know she doesn't really fit on this thing very well, we'll attempt it. Who knows, maybe I'll be the first one in a video to get it to work. But I think it's mostly because it's not long enough, so she slides backwards. Another thing I'll try doing is maybe if you wrap it once around her foot, see if that makes a difference. Maybe you guys have already tried this and you're like, no, it doesn't work. So I think that helps. If you wrap it once around her foot and then you have it where she's hanging or holding it by her forearm, seems to be working. So she's still kind of sideways. Her feet still fall off of it, but at least it's not as bad. So I still think that's pretty good if you can get it to work. The other thing that, of course, people have commented on by now, probably, is whether this has been really found out or not, is they talk about her face. how she has a very manly looking face. But looking at the card art for her, she does have, maybe not the real actress, but at least the card art, she does have a pretty wide looking chin. So at least compared to the card art, I think she looks like who she's supposed to be. But I guess there was this huge rumor, as far as I know, unless you guys can direct me to where she actually admits it, where she was not happy, the actress, with her figure interpretation of at least this one. I think later they are okay with the one that came out. Other thing I think is kind of interesting is she actually comes with two different guns. At first I thought they were the same, but there's that one that's more kind of like a pulse, but it's got quite more of a pistol, almost barrel to it. And then this one has kind of a more fat and short and stubby one. So kind of odd that they gave her two different versions of guns. I think still would have been fine if they were exactly the same. Don't believe it says in the back of the card art that she has two different guns. Yeah, they talk more about a extreme environmental rifle, which unless I just don't have it with her, she didn't come with a rifle. She came with two pistols, or two pulse type pistols. But this figure, as far as I'm concerned, great figure, glad to have it. Looks very good compared to what we got in the movie. Looks very screen accurate. Can't tell. I think in the movie, though, they have her with high heels here. I don't know, maybe as we get farther in the movie I'll be able to tell, but I'm not sure if she ever really had high heels or stilettos like these are. If you look closely in the movie, she's got high heels, but they're flat heels, if that makes any sense. There's no gap in between. But again, I'm just pointing out little things about the movie. The other thing that's kind of interesting is I can't think of the actress right now who plays her, but she's a rather, I don't think for a female maybe she's that short, but she talks about how she was glad she had high heels, among other things that they changed about her in order to make her not look so small or short or whatever. But anyway, so there's a somewhat, I guess, video comparison and thought of the Baroness attack on the G.I. Joe pit, even though I think it should have been desert ambush just like the Viper Commandos. Alright, thanks for watching, and we will see you all later. Alright, bye. Oh, I should say that too. I always forget. She kind of does have see-through glasses. I think some people are upset that they weren't see-through, but maybe that's on the later figure. But I like the glasses. I like that they're still kind of dark, but not completely, so it kind of gives the look of what she was like in the movie, except for they seem to be solid sunglass-looking glasses in the movie, and then she pushes a little button or something on the side, which makes them go clear. Alright, so now I believe I'm done. Alright, we will see you all later. Bye.